Dave Gardy here live for Golf Center TV. We're in McLean, Virginia at the Pilates Room, and I have the pleasure of being here in the presence of Miss Sharon Savoy, who is the World Exhibition Dance Champion and a certified Gyrotonics instructor. Thanks for joining us, Sharon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This thing looks like a torture device. I don't even want to know what you can do with it, but supposedly it's worked out so many great deals for people who have golfing injuries or need to improve their swing and turn better. But before we get into the golf side of it, give us an overview of Gyrotonics, what it is, and how you use it.
Well, let me first respond to your torture machine comment. Everyone who does come in here says that about the machine, but once they get on it, it is like a symbol of pain-free, because let me show you what it does. Unlike other exercise systems, which just build muscle, this builds flexibility in the spine, and that's how it applies to golf in specific. So the creator of the machine used this machine to create rotation in the spine, flexibility, and arch and curl. I'll just show you the simple basics. You're going to use the machine as a slight form of resistance, okay? And you're going to arch out and curl back. So we're using the entire spine, the core of the body, the stomach is pulling and giving us stretching. And then we take rotational around the circle. It's all circular movement, circular opening the joints, creating flexibility and space within the joints. We always take it symmetrically, equally, going both sides. We're causing rotation, arch and curl, and always using the center core, okay? We also build back muscles with exercises like diving. And all these are used with very light touch on the machine, but they're a wonderful guide to teach the spine how to move correctly in circular space. One of the other ones we use is a figure 8 motion, which is known in a lot of circular kind of rhythmic movements for the body, so it's creating coordination. And also, always with any kind of sport or athlete or dancer, integrating the use of the core muscles as you do flexibility. Okay.
Now we have a student here, Guy Parati, who's been so good to join us. Can you give us an example of what would go along in a normal session where you'd have a student and just explain some of the procedures?
Well, I would have him do several rotations of that, probably 8 or 10 in each circle. But Guy is going to show us the one that we affectionately refer to as the golf swing. So I'm going to take your right hand, Guy, if I could, and I'm going to hook it up to the pulley. And what this gives him is a release of the compression in his spine. He's going to place his opposite hand across, and I'm not going to bang his knee here. And you can look how this exactly exemplifies a golf swing, the rotation of the spine. He's going to reach out and around. So take your hand out inside and looking behind you, Guy, and now forward and curl back. Okay, now we're going to try that again, and we're going to try to keep the hand behind you the whole time. So arch around the circle and curl back. And Guy, we're going to try to keep the hand behind you the whole time. Right. Okay, so what we're causing his body to do is to get a nice rotation. He has to lift the center core. He's trying to rotate. And I have many male students who have found that their golf swing has improved because they have power. Men have power, but they're blocked up from rotating and getting rotation behind their swing. You know.
And we all know the strength does not come from the extremities, but from the core. How's it feel there, Guy?
Oh, stretching the back. Definitely stretching your back.
You are a golfer? Have you ever tried it before?
Oh, yeah. And usually it's the worst part, the back. After playing 4 hours of golf, my back's usually pretty tore up, so this will definitely help out.
Any other exercises that you'd normally do for a golfer?
Absolutely. There's about 15 or 20 that we do. Let me show one more. Guy, can you just stand up briefly? Have a seat again, and I'm going to hook him up both arms this time. We're trying to create mobility in all areas of the back, okay? So we're first going to begin with, again, something that would simulate rotation of the shoulder area and the upper back. So it looks like a swimming stroke. So we're going to take the right arm into the body, just the right, Guy, for me. Follow it up to like 12 o'clock. And then he's going to lift up out of the spine and let the pulley system help stretch his back in a circular fashion. So most exercises that you do in other programs would go in and out and just forward and back and linear. The brilliance of this machine is the circular action around the joint, letting the machine lift and extend the ligaments and expand the upper torso, giving him a greater range of motion and then more power behind any, action he's doing, whether it's a tennis, golf, or any kind of sport.
Where the swing motion is generally the same. How often would a golfer come in here to do these type of exercises each week? Would you recommend if he was really going to go on a full Gyrotonics program?
Twice a week would be wonderful. It would just improve his game immensely. I've had many men come in and say they've improved their golf swing, and that's why they're now addicted. And they were surprised because it looks, what could stretching do for me? Even though we all know it's good for us, it's something we don't kind of do on an extreme level, So we do.
How often in a week would he have to come in? I mean, you said twice a week. And
we have 1 hour sessions.
How long would it be?
It's a 1 hour session, and we do a lot of legs and hamstrings also.
Well, interesting machine. In a minute, we're going to talk a little more with Sharon about some of her career and her experience here at the Pilates Room. Dave Gardy, here live for the Golf Channel with Guy Perotti and Sharon Savoy. Thank you.